Flosstube, it's Holly Jones from Mrs. Jones Stitches, and welcome back to Flosstube number 9. So it's been about a month since I last did a Flosstube, and I have a lot of stuff to share this time. So first of all, thank you so much for all of your positive comments and encouragement on my state fair entries. There were a lot of comments in the comment section and a lot of comments on my Instagram about the projects I entered. I was really proud of them. I entered 19 things, 18 of them placed and got ribbons, and 7 of those were first place ribbons. So every year that I've done the fair, I don't want to get like overzealous or anything. So the first year I didn't get any blue ribbons. The second year, I think I got 1. Last year I got 2. So I was like, well, if I could have 2 again, that would be great. And I got 7. So I was really, really pleased with that, and grateful to the judges for thinking my stuff was really nice. So this was also the first year that I ever got judges' comments on my pieces. I've never seen them do that before. So I had judges' comments on 3 pieces. They said something about my color choices and the way I FFO'd it, so I was really pleased. So yeah, if you've never entered anything in the fair, I really encourage you to do so. It's really nice to see what other people in your area are stitching, and it's a great way to connect with other stitchers that you might not know about. Because of the fair, I'd seen a couple new names that I hadn't seen before, and I just went online on Facebook and searched Oklahoma cross stitchers, and I came across a whole group that I didn't even know was here. And they have monthly meetups and they go to lunch and stuff, and I thought I need to be part of that. So I'm really looking forward to meeting some Oklahoma stitchers and seeing what friendships develop from that. So, oh gosh. Let's start with some whips, okay? So I keep this in my project bag that my mom made, and I just love this applique bluebird. So in here, I am working on Jingle Bell Cafe from Stitching with the Housewives. I actually saw this pattern when it first came out. I think it came out last year. And I really loved it, but I was already stitching on a lot of other things, so I did not ever get it started. So I started it a couple weeks ago. I haven't spent as much time on this as I would like because life just has been busy. So here's where I'm at. I'm almost done. I've got the whole left side done, and I just need to finish the 2 L's and Jingle Bell. I need to stitch the little Jingle Bell right here. I need to finish the Santa cookie and the little, starbursts and stuff that are kind of above Santa's head. And then I have a Christmas cookie that belongs over here, and a Christmas tree and a Santa head mug right here. And then I'm going to do the words. What does it say? Cookies, cocoa, and carrots. So I'm going to do that at the bottom. I don't think I'm going to do the Santa and the sleigh at the very bottom, right down here. I kind of just want to, I don't think it needs it. I kind of just want to leave it right there. So I really probably only have maybe 2 more evenings working on this, and then it will be done. So I'm really excited to get this one FFO'd. And for that, I am using this little clamshell clutch that my mom made. And if you don't follow my mom, she makes the cutest stuff. She makes project bags, project keepers, these little needle books, and the inside looks like this. I just call it a clamshell needle book, but I usually, on whatever I'm working on, I usually always have a little wonder clip, and I thought I had some extra needles in here, but I guess I don't. So the colors I'm using on this are all color and cotton. There's Bing Cherry, which is my red. Brown Sugar, which is what I'm using for the cookie color. My green, I love this. It's forest, and it's just a bright, vibrant, variegated green. My cream is chamois. I'm sure I said that wrong. From Color and Cotton, and this is an old thread. You can tell because it's on an older card. All their new cards look like this. I've got that one. My white is my favorite white, which is Pearl White from Color and Cotton. I've been through one skein, and I'm working on the second one right now. One thing that, if you've never tried Color and Cotton, and I talk about them in every one of my videos, but I really love this. It's 8 yards as opposed to some of the other thread companies that do, I think, 5-yard skeins. They do 8 yards. And, well, I said it was all Color and Cotton, and I lied. My brown is 37.90 by DMC. And my gingerbread was DMC 434. And my pink that I used for Santa's cheeks and nose is by Crescent Colors, and it's marvelous. So that's one thing I'm working on. That's my big piece I'm working on. And it is super fun to stitch. And my other thing, and I don't know that I'm ready to show you the actual stitching I've done on this because I'm really doing something kind of fun. I was perusing the internet one day and I came across Paulette Stewart's blog. Paulette does Plum Street Samplers, and she had, it's a complimentary design, and it's the 12 Days of Christmas. And so you can do this a couple different ways. You can print these out, and I'm going to show the pattern because it's a freebie on her blog, so it's out there anyway. But you can do this a couple different ways. You can stitch these individually, or you can stitch 12 days as one big piece. And I want to say in the example that she posted, it was 4 across and 3 down. Super, super cute. So I've stitched day 1. And I am just doing the border now of day 2. And I'm not using the called for colors or anything like that. But one thing that I found really interesting in hers is she does all 12 days in 2 colors. She does a red and a green. And so every element in this piece is either red or green. And I thought that was super interesting. Like I said, I didn't follow that. I picked my own colors, and I cannot wait to show you what I've done with this. But I think what I'm gonna do, I've got day 1 done, and I've got day 2 almost done. Like I said, I just need to do the border. And I think my next favorite one out of the 12-day series was day number 5. So I think I'm gonna hop over to 5 and finish this one. And then I will share with you probably on my Instagram how I'm FFOing these. And I have this great idea in my head, and I ran it by a couple people, and they were like, oh my gosh, yes, you should totally do that. So I hope that it turns out as well in my head, or I'm sorry, in real life as it does in my head. Because in my head, I think it's gonna be really cool. But it's just kind of making sure it goes the way I want it to go. So I'm really excited to share that with you. What else? Let me talk about a previous finish, and I'm really proud of this. I stitched this last year. I entered it in the state fair, and this is Scary Apothecary. It's by Hands On Design, and I want to say there's maybe 6 or 8 charts in the series, and I have a toddler, and my doorknob fell off on this side, so I need to get some longer screws and put it back in. But anyway, I entered this in the fair last year. It came in first place, and what I did was I ordered on Etsy this Halloween felt ball garland, and there was several different ones to choose from. You could do just orange and black, or you could do orange, black, white. I did this one with some purple in it and some lime green, and my black felt balls have little orange polka dots on it, and my whites have black stripes. And then I stitched each one of these I finished it on a piece of chipboard with some batting, and the back is just a coordinating piece of fabric. I chose black with gray polka dots, and I put them on the board, or I'm sorry, on the string. And then made a couple little loops right here with some coordinating ribbon, and I hang it up at Halloween time. So I'm really excited about this. I love this. Out of all the patterns in her series, I stitched my 4 favorites, which were coffin paint, snail slime, broomstick fuel, and spider legs. So, and I chose my own colors from Color and Cotton, which I chose my colors based on these felt balls, so that way everything would match and it would coordinate really well. So I also stitched them on black. Initially, I think they were called for on white or maybe like a cream, but I thought the black really made the colors pop, and it was kind of spooky for Halloween. And also, I hadn't seen anybody do that. Usually whenever I start a new project, I kind of peruse Instagram, I peruse different Facebook groups just to kind of see what everybody else did. If they stitched it, you know, with the called for fabric and the called for floss, and what, you know, what it looks like in real life. Because sometimes pieces vary based on, you know, the thread availability, or if somebody stitched it in DMC instead of fancy floss. So one of the things I like to do is type in hashtag Scary Apothecary on Instagram, or in the Hands-On Design Stitchers Facebook group. You can search in there for Scary Apothecary and just kind of see how other people finished it, what they, you know, used or stitched and stuff like that. So I generally like to kind of pick my own colors, and I like to do something that I haven't seen anybody else do before. So when I stitched this last year, I'd never seen anybody else stitch it on black. So I went ahead and did mine on black with my own colors. I did see another lady, she stitched hers on, it was like a pale lime green, a pale purple, I think, and a pale orange, and it turned out really cute. Hers had a lot more of a kind of a muted vintage look, and it was just beautiful. I saw someone else finish theirs in a vintage window frame, which was really creative. So if you are looking for a fun Halloween stitch, these are really fun, and they actually go pretty fast. So that's my previous finish for Halloween. I really don't stitch a lot of Halloween, which you wouldn't tell that based on the Halloween pieces behind me, but literally all of these I stitched this last year. So this is Doodles Halloween by Heart and Hand, and behind me is Witch's Brew from Jack-O-Lantern Jubilee by Brenda Gervais. And this Ghosts and Goblins over here is also out of Jack-O-Lantern Jubilee from Brenda Gervais. Okay, let's talk about a little bit of haul. I haven't really gone too crazy lately. In my last video I said I quit my job, so we are using what we have and buying things that we need. Even though I have bought a couple things that I really didn't need, but I just wanted because they were new releases and things that were kind of new to me. So real quick, my mom made this, and we entered this in the fair. She did. This is one of her Flora supply cases, and I love this. This is made with Sarah Jane fabric. And I usually, in all my project bags, I have something that I keep my stuff in. So in addition to my project bag where I have my hoop and my pattern and stuff, I either have like my clamshell like this. This one, you can kind of see a sneak peek. This was what I was using for my 12 Days of Christmas that I just showed by the Plum Street Samplers freebie. So if you look in here, these are the colors I used, and I can't wait to show you. But this case has a vinyl front pocket right here. It also has another pocket in here. This is a zipper pouch, so you can store your scissors or something like that. And then there's another pocket on the back and up here on the back. And I love this case. And again, like I said, I have my Wonder Clip, because you never know when you're gonna need a Wonder Clip. Okay. So let me show you my Color and Cotton haul. One thing that I really like about Angela is she sells her mist-dyed flosses. So this is just a mist dye, but I thought it was still just a really pretty pink, and I thought it'd be perfect for little bunny ears or noses on bunnies or flowers or something. So one cool thing about the thread mist dyes is these are $4.99 and this is 20 yards. So there's a lot of it in here, and there's nothing wrong with it. It just, you know, maybe the formula didn't come out right, or it wasn't variegated, or it was too variegated. So if you want to try out Color and Cotton, this might be a good way to do it. If you're worried that, you know, you aren't really sure about it or whatever. I mean, everybody loves a good pink, in my opinion. So this is a pretty good deal just to give it a try. All right. She recently started doing the gradient sets. So this is the mint gradient set. And basically you have colors that go from light all the way to like a bold, deep color. So we have pale mint, light mint. Let me take it out. Okay. Let me pull this. We'll go against here so you can see all the colors. Pale mint, soft mint, medium mint, dark mint, and bold mint. Here we go. And those are pretty accurate right there. I really love this soft mint and, I'm sorry, the pale mint and the soft mint, these two right here. I think these will be really, really pretty for winter stitching. This pale mint especially is just a really pretty kind of sea foamy mint color. And I was going through all my Color and Cotton the other day. I bought some stuff that I just needed more of, and I realized I keep all my thread on binder clip rings, and I realized that I feel like, do you ever have one color in your stash that like you have the most of, whether it's like I have, you know, a ton of reds or whatever. I realized when I was going through all my colors that I have the most greens. I have tons and tons and tons of different greens, and you know, some of them kind of have like a yellow tint to them, and some of them are a little darker, some of them have a brown tint or a gold tint to them. So but yeah, I guess I did not realize that I had that many greens. And I think my next color that I had the most of were blues, which really surprised me, because I would have thought, if you would have asked me what color I have the most of, I would have said reds and pinks and probably blacks, different shades of black. So I was quite surprised how many greens and blues I had. From her monthly clubs, I subscribe to the 10 skein, all colors 10 skeins club. And one thing that's really cool is that after the threads have been sent out for the month, if there's any extras, she'll list them in her shop, and they're special edition, so it's not part of her regular catalog of colors. And there were a couple from September that were just the most magical fall palette. And I'll hold up a few. I actually made a separate order to get a few extras of the ones that I loved the most. This is Bonfire. It is a kind of like a orangey red. It's lovely. I need to hold it up against this white. I think that gives you the best picture of it. This is Scarecrow. It is a golden tan, which this would be really cute if you're stitching the Priscilla and Chelsea Stanley Scarecrow. This guy would be perfect for that. Next is Pinecone, which is kind of a brownish green. I think this would be really good for the Seasons of the Heart winter when it's got the vines and stuff around the house for the actual vine. This would be really pretty in pine cone. This really pretty green is called Pine Needles. And I really liked this black a lot. It's called Black Oak. And it's almost kind of like a very smoky black. It has a little tiny bit of maybe brown to it. But it was beautiful. So I went ahead and got 2 of them because in my opinion, you can never have enough black. My favorite color in cotton black is called Chimney Sweep. It's kind of like a blackish gray. It's very charcoaly, and I love it. It's great for chimney smoke or boots. And then, what day is today? Monday. So Thursday, I got the October colors, and they are beautiful. They are right here. And we're going to talk about these real quick. First up is Cherry Cobbler. And we'll do 2. Cherry Cobbler and Rudolph. Rudolph is a little bit lighter. Then we have Frankincense, which is a really pretty gold. It's like a deep gold. There were 2 greens this month. There is Laurel Wreath and Holly. The holly is a little bit lighter. It kind of like a olive green, really pretty. And these 2 would be really pretty if you're stitching Seasons of the Heart, because it called for 2 greens, I believe, in the trees and in the border around it. There are 2 browns. Nutcracker, which is a more reddish goldish brown, and Sleigh Ride. And I really think this Nutcracker one right here would be really pretty stitching gingerbread men with. It's a very gingerbready brown. This is a really pretty gray. It almost is like a gray green. It's very dark. It's called Santa's Boots. And there were 2 kind of white colors here. This more yellow one is called Eggnog, and the silvery white is called Tinsel. And I think these are all beautiful. They will definitely be used. You can tell just by the names, Eggnog, Nutcracker, Holly, Rudolph, that these are definitely a kind of a Christmas palette to them. And here they all are together. So I believe she still has spots open in her monthly clubs. And there are a couple different varieties of monthly clubs. You can do the special editions, which again, these are not part of the original like color catalog. So I believe once they've been dyed, they don't come back around. So I subscribe to this one because I know that I can order whatever is in the regular catalog anytime. So and honestly, I have all of those, most of them. So I really like these special edition ones. And that way too, if you know that there's one that you really like, you need to order a second one when the extras go up for sale on her website, which is, I believe, coloringcotton.com, because when it's gone, it's gone. All right, my last little bit of haul, I got a couple patterns and I got a few pieces of fabric. So I didn't get this one super recent, but I don't remember if I've shown it or not. This is Heart and Hand by Brenda Gervais. And this is what it looks like. Let me take it out of here so you can see it just a little bit better. It says hands to work, heart to God. And I think this is so pretty. It's very primitive. We have a saying in our house, and it's very special to us and to my family. And the saying is, put your boots on and go to work, which is something my father-in-law used to say. And sadly, we lost him about 5 years ago. And that was one of the things he instilled in my husband was, no matter what's going on, put your boots on and go to work. Kind of like keep calm and carry on. So I really love this Hands to Work, Hearts to God. I really think I'm gonna stitch this and probably put it next to the Keep Your Boots On and Go to Work canvas that we have in our house. What else? Let's do this one. I ordered Stitch Some Happy from Hands On Design, and it looks like Kathy turned hers into a pillow cushion, a pin cushion, which is so cute. I've never done like a round finish like this before, so I think I'm gonna watch her tutorial, which is on her blog and her YouTube channel, and see if I can stitch this up, because this would be super cute. I'd like to stitch it and give it to some of my stitchy girlfriends for Christmas. So there's that, and it comes with this little like floss tag back here. Super cute. And the other thing, after I stitched, Doodle's Halloween was my first heart and hand that I ever stitched. I'd never stitched one of her patterns before, and I really enjoyed it. So I went ahead and ordered We Santa 2020 and We Santa 2018. And I was watching Cecilia's interview that she did on Fat Quarter Shop with Kimberly, and she was talking about this We Santa series. She releases a new Santa every year. And she was talking about the variety of Santas that she does. And some of them are kind of more whimsical, some of them are a little bit more prim or traditional. And I really enjoy, for me, I really like these whimsical Santas. I think that they're super cute, and they just kind of show Santa in a different way than what we normally picture him. So I bought both of these, and then I bought the 2022 Santa as well, because I loved his pink coat. That was one thing she talked about, was that she tries to do something a little bit different each year. And she said out of her Santas she's done, I thought she said she's done like over 20 of them. I can't remember when she said she started these, but she said she's never done Santa with a pink coat. So this was also the only Santa in a navy blue coat and in a gold coat. So I thought that was kind of special, and I think these will be really fun stitched up and put out together. And I have a little bit of fabric. I got, this is 35 count Dove from Weeks, and it's gray, but it's almost like a seafoam kind of gray. This is very true to what it truly looks like. It has a little bit of a green to it. I also ordered, this is new to me, this is Blue Spruce, which is a really pretty kind of cornflower blue. That's my favorite. I'm going to save that one. I'll show you in a second. This is Heritage Lugana, and I really like the modeling on this one. And I think this is platinum. Yeah, just a nice tan platinum. So I saw this, and I've never stitched on this color before, and I loved it. This is called Dark Cobblestone, and it is a brownish tan gray. It is so pretty. I think I got a bigger piece of it too. It really gives you a nice dark palette without being black or chalkboard. It's just a nice taupe color, and I don't know what I'm going to stitch on this yet, but I just saw it and thought it was lovely, and that like I said, I hadn't seen anything like that before, so I had to I snatched up a small piece and a larger piece of it, because since I don't know what I'm going to stitch on it, if I did find the perfect thing and it was, larger, I wanted to make sure that I had it in my stash, and then I wouldn't have to wait and order it, because I don't know if I've never seen it before, because it's hard to find. and I just got lucky and was able to order some, or if it's something new or what, I don't know. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. So, okay, well, I think that is, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And hopefully I'll have a couple more things finished. And I can let you in on what I'm doing for the 12 days of Christmas. And I think that's it. So thank you for watching. You can follow me on my Instagram, which is at Mrs. MRS Jones, Jones Stitches, Mrs. Jones Stitches. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, friends. Bye.